Hi. Sorry, hello. I was like, do I be loud? Do I get their attention? Do I scream? No, I want their attention. You guys deserve that. Okay. Hi. Oh, perfect. That's loud. I had to check if it works. Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for sticking around. We're at day 3 of the AV Club's Dialogues and Decibels event, and I'm so excited to talk to the talent behind Surviving Earth. Would you mind quickly introducing yourselves?
Yeah, first of all, excuse my voice, it's going a little bit. I'm Thea Gajic, I'm the writer-director of Surviving Earth.
I'm Slavko Sobin, I'm the lead actor in the movie.
So to start with, Tia, can you tell us, for those who haven't watched the movie, can you tell us quickly what it's about and why you wanted to take something so personal from your life and turn it into a movie?
Yeah, sure. Surviving Earth follows Vlad. He's served in the Yugoslavian wars, and he came to England and became a drug counselor, and he started his own Balkan band with his friends from rehab. So the film follows him and his band's journey towards success and the demons of his past that are holding him back. It's a personal story. It's about my dad. Yeah.
I was going to ask, I mean, this is a story based on your dad. Was it cathartic to be able to put his life into a movie, into a script, and then getting to play a huge role in obviously directing Slavko and everyone else and seeing how it comes on screen?
Yeah, it was really interesting. I think in your teenage years and your early 20s, you don't kind of wholly see your parent as the entire human that they are. And I think after I lost him, I realized, all the trials and tribulations that he had gone through in his life. And I had a massive sense of respect for him and everything that he had gone through. And I think writing the film allowed me to humanize him further and also extend further kindness to all of us and each other, and just understand that, yeah, we're all surviving Earth and some of us survive longer than others. It was cathartic in a lot of ways. And yeah, healing, and just really interesting also to learn more about the sides of him that I didn't always get to see.
Yeah, and I mean, that sounds like a lot to bring to life. What was it like for you to prepare and work with Tia to bring him to life?
The preparation process was kind of scary because it's when you have a lead in a movie, it's already scary enough. But then when somebody casts you to play their father and their most important figure in their life, it gets even scarier whether you're going to do the person justice. She was very patient with me, talked to me about her dad a lot. I talked to her mom, I talked to his friends, so I had a lot of information about him, some videos, pictures. But yeah, it's a beautifully written part. It's in moments confusing because he seems to have all these people around him rooting for him and cheering for him and taking care of him, but he still feels incredibly lonely, fighting through the stigma of being an ex-addict. So yeah, very layered part.
So you play someone who, from Yugoslavia, comes and stays in the UK and starts the band. And your character plays the harmonica. Did you already know how to play it? Did you learn it for this part?
No, I didn't know how to play it. I used to play the violin, so I guess I'm kind of musical, so it wasn't too hard to pick up on some basics. But basics. Like, I wouldn't be able to pick it up and be like, so yeah.
You wouldn't know that from watching the film, though. He did a very convincing
Well, that's why I want to lie that I did learn it. So
You did.
I learned it, everything.
And for you, when it comes to this musical aspect and, the fact that there's a Balkan band and music, was it exciting to bring that part of the culture to life? And what was the process like of picking what music you wanted, how you wanted it to connect with people who might be hearing it for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually worked with the existing members of his band to recreate original songs for the movie, which was a really beautiful process. I wrote the lyrics and then we translated them into Serbian. And yeah, it was very wholesome to feel like, I guess, the spiritual connection of that. Like, music it touches all of us, and being able to recreate it in an original sense for the film was really fun. It's also really fun music, and it gets the party going. You know, people want to dance to it. Also, the soundtrack of the film, so the songs that Vlad listens to in the film, I handpicked from my dad's like music collection. So it's all very specific.
Did you guys get introduced to new music because of this? Is there something you really want to recommend everyone go listen to because of this?
No, it's like one of those questions when you ask someone what's your favorite movie and
yeah, your mind
I
just
don't know.
goes blank.
Yeah.
No, but I guess the music that they played in the band was an collection of the things that they loved. So it was like, it's a bit of blues, it's a bit of Afro-funk, it's a bit of
world music,
Balkan music. It's fun. Like the one of the band members' characters, Duncan, he's Scottish and he sings in Serbian. So it's like, it's kind of this mash of mixed fit men who are still living out their childhood dreams in their 40s, I guess.
Can you talk about how in your writing and in your performance you balance the tones of like this being a fun music situation, but then also he's dealing with, sorry about that, but he's also dealing with the struggles of immigration and assimilation, and he has, he's a recovering addict. How did you balance those tones, both of you together?
Do you want me to? Yeah. Well, I think all of them are actually written in the script as is. So I didn't have to like go through the script and be like, oh, this is what I have to do here. It's all written. The one thing that led me while creating Vlad is that he's one of those guys that he doesn't seem to get a break. Every time he's on a verge of something nice happening to him, something bad happens, or something that he sees as a bad thing. So it is written in the script that way. Thea took care later on in the editing to make sure the path goes right. So, it's movie magic. If an actor fucks something up, there's editing to save it. So, yeah.
And then before we wrap, I just have to quickly ask you about the title. Like we heard, this is a very specific story. It's from your life. It's about a specific experience. But the problems that it deals with are universal, especially immigration and assimilation. As someone who's like gone through it myself, it feels relatable. Is that why you picked Surviving Earth, or what was the thought process behind that?
The title Surviving Earth was taken from a line of a poem that I had written years before the film's conception, which was about my dad. And the line was, "How to survive Earth when the hands that spun you have returned to clay." And so I took Survive Earth and I changed it.
That's beautiful.
Slightly. But yeah, it felt very apt. Yeah, I think loads of people, when they look at it, they think it's a sci-fi. But if you just take that kind of cap off and you think about what we're all doing here, yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's a great note to end on. Thank you so much. There's a screening of the movie tomorrow at 3 p.m. Go check out Surviving Earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.